perfect world, which I think is what you're referring to almost, I would get together all of the pieces. I would go to each district because I'm an at-large candidate and have the neighborhood groups or whomever to prioritize. Give me 2 priorities. Give me 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 5th, and so on. And then I would put them all together and hopefully have enough money to satisfy everyone. As you will know, in some of the districts, because I attend all the budget hearings, they're wanting the same things. They want safe streets, they want their schools to be good, they want public safety, they want their streets clean, the curbs done, and all that. So a lot of times we want the same thing. And so I would definitely do that. And it's a community effort in that if we have good schools, maybe we'll have good neighborhoods. If we don't have vacant houses and lots that are overgrown, maybe we won't have crime. So all of that is together. And so if we start at the top and get the priorities from the neighborhoods and start at that, in the perfect world, we'd get it all solved, hopefully, as well as the food desert that everyone's talking about in the 3rd district.
I would have the citizens of Kansas City become more engaged. We look at 35% voter turnout for the state. We look at 15% voter turnout for the primary. We look at 4% voter turnout for the school district election. We can see while the people that are elected to office aren't representing us, and by no means am I talking about anybody solely in this office. I'm talking about the culture of politics that we have in Kansas City. If we're not engaged, it's easy for me to tell you 1 + 1 is 20. And I do agree with Ms. Curls. When you go around the city, almost everybody in each district has the same issues. They're concerned about the safety in their neighborhoods. They're concerned about the livability of their neighborhoods and how clean their neighborhoods are. So as citizens, we have to ask ourselves, well, we all know 1 + 1 is 2. Why aren't things getting done? And this goes back to the culture of politics. Either we're going to stay disengaged and let special interest groups give us our political leaders, and the political leaders are always going to serve those who put them in office, or as citizens, we can get re-engaged and we can have a true democracy, which we should be having. When you look at the Constitution, any political documentation that talks about people representation, when you talk to most of the citizens have become disengaged because we continue to allow corporate politicians, we continue to allow people that aren't representing us, that aren't in our areas, that aren't articulating our concerns, that aren't communicating with us to remain in office because of money or privilege or special interest groups that are behind them. So if I could wave my hand, I get the citizens involved, because once the citizens is involved, now we're talking about real economic development. Now we're talking about the communities looking better, because when John was talking about businesses parks, we have to have the citizens to lobby for stuff like this and to want it in their area. When you talk about the police, we have to have the citizens engaged, and then the police couldn't violate the police procedures that we always see on the east side of Kansas City. And what I mean by that is a clear example. Driving down the street last night, police threw a side light in my car. You can't do that. I haven't even done anything illegal, nor was he trying to pull me over. It's just a tactic that they repeatedly do on the east side of Kansas City. But until we start voicing our opinions and electing those that articulate our concerns, we would never have a prosperous, holistic city, because we're always going to have a city that's controlled by special interests, because special interests make sure that they pay attention and are involved in the political arena.